Yeah, so he has some very valid points, but a lot of this is bear market blues, right? A lot of this is very bear market blues. You can't see the light at the end of the tunnel because you see everything that's wrong, and you see everything that's wrong because you're in the system. You're in the system. You are aware that these things are wrong. The other thing is the participants that we have now, Corey. We know that you're dollar cost averaging. You're putting your money in, but a lot of people feel much like Norbert here, where it's like I just feel like I'm throwing my money in a black hole, and they don't see the light
too sometimes.
But they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? And a lot of this is with all of this mishmashed bullshit and all the gatekeeping that we've got going on, is that there is no easy path for the new money yet. But like what I like to say is this is being 4 hours early to a party that hasn't even started yet. And we're complaining because the party sucks because the dancing girls haven't shown up. There's no DJ and the beer hasn't even arrived yet. I mean, that's where we're at in the market right now. And of course you're going to, if you look at it for what it is right now, you're going to say, well, gosh, this sucks. And then, but if you miss it, then your friends call you up and say, dude, you just missed like the most epic party ever because like you left an hour too soon. Like nothing even started happening yet. And that is the pains of actually being in a system that's early. And we still aren't on, we've been at this for 6 years now. No, we're not on a centralized exchange. They hate us. Every time we do something, there's another speed bump. We get support from Nomics. They drop us down the list. They penalize us. They don't penalize anybody else. We get support from Rabbi. They drop us. We finally get a list centralized existing. They're like, oh, well, you guys got an SEC case. We're just going to delist you. Get your shit off, So we keep running into these roadblocks, these speed bumps, these things, and they do deter most people. And you guys are right about the DCA thing, because if you buy 1,000 at the top and you buy 1,000 at the bottom, you only need a 2x to recover that 1,000.
Great.
And the DCA strategy absolutely does work, but people do feel like they're when they have so much in, they feel like they keep throwing money into a pit. And that is, and when people look at our little private island that doesn't have easy access to it, right? They're like, how's anybody ever going to get there? So you start creating these I don't see an end game here. You start getting in that dread mode. There will never be another ferry boat. There will never be a centralized exchange. There will never be this, never be that. And you get in that mindset, and that's what makes you lose faith and give up. And a lot of people have given up. And when the most amount of people give up, and you've got the true believers still valuing what they hold, still willing to buy it, when the sellers are gone and the only people left are the people that actually value it, that are actually willing to keep throwing money in the black hole, the price goes up. And that even works for scams. When everybody's quit a scam, right? And there's 2 people left, the price goes up. Nobody can ever figure it out. That's because the only 2 guys left are buying. That's how the price goes up. It's absolutely insane, but it's the truth. When you're participants, the difference between a green candle and a red candle is $1. Period. The difference between a green candle and a red candle is $1. If you buy $1 more than is sold on that particular day, you get a green candle.
That's a good point.
But like I said, people are tired, people are exhausted, people are out of powder, people can't keep putting in, people are still exiting. And as long as they're still exiting, we're going to have red candles. As long as there's still people that are willing to give away their diamonds for pennies, we're going to be in that situation where we're going to keep going down. And that is not attractive to the outside world. The remedy for that is the people that hold the positions. 1, they have to value the position that they have. 2, if they're not willing to put their money back into it, why are they here? Because if you don't value it, what makes you think anybody outside our space is going to look or even care? If we don't even value our own coin, if we don't work as value creation, and we're constantly looking at things like a lottery ticket, when I hit my price, I'm going to get out. If we're constantly thinking that way, the price isn't going to go up. That's not how these networks work. The networks work when the believers remain, and everybody that's having all these doubts and fears exit, and they're no longer sell pressure. And that's
why, Johnny,
they're volatile. And we know, the reason things go down 90% like that is because there's only 1% of the liquidity available for people to exit.
Yeah.
So things can go down when everybody tries to do a bank run and they try to get out. If there's not $1 for every token, you can't get $1 for every token. It doesn't matter what the chart says. Doesn't matter what the price says. None of this is all Fugazi shit when it comes down to it. What matters is, what is the bid support? What are people willing to pay? You can have a price list of anything in collectibles. That does not mean that that's the price that you're going to get. What it means is, how much do you value it? Are you willing to say, look, my X is worth $1. Until I get $1, it's going to sit on my shelf. And if anybody else wants to sell it for 50 cents, go ahead. I'll wait until you're out. That's why, the pawn shop owners are rich and everybody else that goes there isn't. Because they're willing to take the thing that is of value, that they know has value, and they're willing to sit their ass on it until they get their price, and they don't settle. And the problem is, crypto is open to everybody. It's not just open to business owners. It's not just open to real estate agents. It's not open to just coders. It's open to everyone. So you've got all of these different personality types in here, and most of them do not know what to do when they have an opportunity sitting in front of them. So they get too heavy, or they get too light, and all this confusion and chaos that happens is a result of people's lack of education and understanding of value and perceived value. So that is the biggest problem with crypto. Is the best thing about crypto is anybody can participate. The bad thing about crypto is anyone can participate.